Hey everyone, and welcome to my video. This is the final level in the Alexandria section, and then it's on to the Cairo section. And I have to say, I really will not miss this section. I'll be very glad to see it gone. Here we put our lovely... where is it? Here. We put our lovely scarab to good use. It's got to be the only good scarab in the entire game. Cool. Now, there's a mandatory item up there, but it triggers skeletons, so I'm gonna hold for a minute. I need to get down here where an unavoidable skeleton is triggered. I'll lure him down here. I could have gone behind me, but there's water there, and I don't want to risk him. I don't want to risk being responsible for him jumping to his death. I know skeletons have probably already been killed in the other sections, but I kind of feel that going over there would be a bit too, like, me to blame, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, if I remember rightly, the skeletons can't come up here. That is correct. This is out of bounds to them. So we are actually safe from the skeletons up here. The only downside is there are other skeletons that do spawn. Now's a good time to get those items. Get out of my way to a plant. I went to this one first. Obviously I'd have a bigger lead from the skeleton coming here than going to the one that I was right outside. Okay, that skeleton appears to be glitched. Not that I'm complaining. I'm pretty sure none of them can come up. Good, that's what I like to see. Although there are other enemies here. One of them is one of those flying enemies. And there's skeletons as well, but let's just get that. Okay, that switch up there is mandatory, but I'm not going to pull it yet. Because the previous skeletons, the only thing that's separating us from them is the stairs that they can't go up and that door. If I was to pull the switch, it would open that door and then the skeletons would be able to come in and get to me. So I need to keep that door closed for as long as possible. Although the switch is mandatory and I will need to do it, but it'd be great if I can do everything else first. Okay, I haven't saved in a while. Things are going well, so now's the time to save. Well, see, we can only use the scarab 3 times, and this is the third. Because basically, the other 2 were mandatory for getting to where we got to, and this third one is mandatory for a secret. So the first 2 is mandatory for completing the level, this one is mandatory for a secret, and that's our 3 goes up, so we can't use it anymore. There are like other places where we could have potentially used it, but it would have resulted in failure. We either wouldn't have been able to get the secret, or wouldn't have even been able to have completed the level. So, you know, only use the scarab where I used it. That in mind, I'm pretty sure I now need to do this bit, and so I do now, unfortunately, have to open this. Though I'm going to go back to the beginning of the level to regain health and also try and lure some of the enemies in this direction so I've got a bit of a lead on them. Be particularly nice if I can lure the flying enemy away. Skeletons are less of a problem. I know I hadn't lost a great deal of health, but every little helps. So obviously the switch caused that block to raise, enabling us to jump up here. Otherwise it'd be too high for us and we wouldn't be able to do it. And where we're going to, you could have got there by using the scarab, but then obviously we then wouldn't have been able to get the secret. So obviously it makes sense to get there this way, because this way it doesn't cost a scarab, it only costs us a bit of time. And maybe a bit of health, depending on what sort of challenge you're doing. Challenge like this in particular. Yeah, you drop down there, and obviously that's where the area where the scarabs were. Well, I mean, that's the area where the scarab would have taken you had you used it. There's also another door that switch caused to open. A door containing a mandatory item. Now I just have to remember where it is. Here. Don't want to open that yet. The skeletons are very close. Don't want to open it yet. They'll stab me a lot. Is now on to the next part of the level. Shotgun ammo there, not bothered about it. So it'd be nice if I can get another health refill from leaving the level and then coming back. So there's one secret in this level and we've already got it. And no kills as of yet. Well, there's not going to be any kills either. Now we move on to the expensive part of the level. Just going to save here. Call it expensive because this is the part where we're going to lose an awful lot of health. What am I on? This one. Yeah, we're going to lose a lot of health here because obviously in order to proceed we have to cause that fake Lara or whatever it is to appear, and if the fake Lara gets attacked then we get attacked. In other words, if the fake Lara loses health then we lose health. So this is where we're gonna take a lot of damage unfortunately and use a lot of health packs, but there isn't really anything that can be done about it. So you have to do that in order to raise this. I mean, the best I could have done, really, was do WoW at the other bits, which I did. But now it's gonna be the hard part of the level. Obviously I can't kill those guys. So they're going to be allowed to do some damage. That's just a skeleton. I thought that was an item. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, there's a switch there. Way, I'd prefer it if those guys did come after me. At least I'm not a stationary target like the fake me. I'm gonna save. I can't remember what switch it is that I'm on. This one. not that, not that. Medipack. Damn it, I'm getting snowed under here. On my way, stupid skeleton. I'm not interested in those boxes, I just want to get what I need to get and then be gone. Out of my way. Oh shit.
No.
And I've got poison. Come on, make it through. If this counts as health loss, these guys attacking me during a cutscene, but that just takes the absolute piss. Actually, from the looks of things, it looks like they might be restricted to that area. It looks like they're restricted to the top of the stairs. But obviously, 2 more enemies come out who are not restricted. Okay, maybe they're not restricted, they are now coming. Well, I don't know, I don't care, I just want to get out of there ASAP. Mandatory. Let's make sure I've got everything. Main body, leg, arm, save. Thank God. I believe we're now at City of the Dead. Indeed we are. So 54 secrets, obviously the secret in the previous levels what's brought it up to 54. City of the Dead is our location. I save here, and that's the end of the part. So thank you everyone for watching, and hope you enjoyed.